Hello, parents, family members, staff, faculty, SHAC, PUSD officials, friends, the L17 family, S-boys, dad, Akash, mom. I don't know where you are, somewhere over there, but you're the best mom in the world. I just want to let you know that. Aww. And, of course, the glorious one and only Foothill class of 2017. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak to you. It is an honor and a privilege. Foothill class of 2017, today we have gathered to celebrate our accomplishments because let's be real here, the fact that we are just about to receive our diplomas proves that miracles do exist. We have had our ups and downs throughout high school. There were days where you finessed a good grade on that extremely difficult physics test. The girl you liked had a decently normal conversation with you. Or the bureaucracy that is the DMV decided somehow that you are adequately prepared to endanger every single pedestrian in Pleasanton and the Tri-Valley area. #licensed. But then again, there were the days where the freight train hit you on the next physics test. The conversation with the girl you liked became more awkward than the Indian boys at her school dancing at senior ball. That includes me, by the way. Or, you totaled your 2000 black 2.3 liter inline 4-cylinder rated at 150 bhp low-emission Honda Accord Special Edition in the junior lot because a pickup truck driven by one of the biggest football players at our school came out of nowhere. Yes, that is a true story. Yes, that happened to me. And no, I do not recommend that ever happening again. But although some of those examples I gave you were personal, extremely personal for that matter, we can all agree that our high school lives had ups and downs in our own specific ways. Whether you were the drama kid auditioning for your first play, a high school athlete playing in your most important playoff match, or even our very own Cliff Moran conducting daily business. And now, All right, let's calm down for a second. And now, the next stage of our respective journeys begins. We are all confident it will have its own ups and downs, but this time we are required to handle them under the gift of independence and adulthood. And frankly, that is kind of scary. Some of us, including myself, fear for what's ahead because we don't really know what's outside this little bubble of ours. But we must overcome that fear with the knowledge that the unknown we face brings with it a realm of possibility. Though this may be sometimes difficult to imagine and accept, you are all prepared to succeed and find your place by doing the things you love. As cheesy as it sounds, believe me, I urge you to follow your passions, succeed in your own way, unlock the immense potential you have. With that said, though, there is something else that's very important, just as important as your individual success. In going on in your way of life, I ask you to also think of others and the big picture because the world, our world, is at one of its most challenging stages yet. The world is at its own down and it is desperately craving for an up. You see, we're at one of the most critical time periods in the history of mankind. Never before in history has social media ruled our social lives to this extent. Never before has there been a time where people in LA can direct missiles on the other side of the world, where even our own national government is so polarized it doesn't listen to us, where climate change threatens our coasts, hunger continues to dominate more than half the world's population, people prefer screens over face-to-face interaction, and of course the man in the White House is our official tweeter-in-chief. Older generations, they claim that Generation Z, the post-millennials, us, are lazy, selfish, entitled, and incapable. They claim that there is no way that we will grow up to change the horrible tide of events that are happening to our world. And if I'm going to be honest, they might be right. Let's be honest here. If we look in the mirror, as an entire generation, we look into that mirror, you have to agree that we haven't really done much in our day-to-day lives to prove our parents our teachers, our elders, even ourselves much otherwise. But these haters are also discarding one very, very important fact. This generation's incapabilities are not inherent. They are not permanent. They are not wired in our DNA. We still have that beautiful gift called choice. And we can have that choice right now to go out there and do something. A choice in life that each of you will have to make. We can either continue to live materialistically and quantitatively, or we can actually step up and solve the world's worst problems. Like I said, that choice is yours. Despite the seemingly prevalent negativity, and despite people's lack of faith in our generation, I personally remain hopeful. I'll admit it. I don't know everyone here, nor do I know what everyone here wants to do in life. But what unites us all is the simple fact that we are human. And let me tell you, if there is one thing that is actually embedded in our DNA, it is the promise and inherent ability to look out for one another, help those that really do need it, and simply put, love. That is why nothing deters me from saying that every single one of you has the potential to do good in this world. I ask each of you to really look deep inside yourself and realize that you are a small part of one of the greatest forces in the universe, humanity, but still know that you alone have the power to make that force infinitely times greater. Our generation has the toughest test yet, but this class right here, definitely has the potential and ability to face it and ace it. It all starts the moment you walk out those doors. That diploma you will have in your hand is much more than just a ceremonial piece of paper. It is a call to action. It is a contract that you must fulfill to make the world a better place for us all. I hope that you accept that contract and answer that call, because let's face it, the world needs all the help it can get. Tupac Shakur once said in the song of the same title, "All eyes on me." But how about in this case, we shift that to "all eyes on you" with a Z, because you see, you are our hope. Let us not be remembered because a few individuals among us tried to save the world. Let us send a message that an entire generation stepped up and did save the world. You won't need it, but good luck, my friends. The world awaits. Always remember, though, at the end of the day, the world really owes you nothing, but you owe the world everything. God bless all of you. Thank you, and have a great evening.